Hey, what's up, guys? The D's here with a quick video. Now, this is going to be about plant-based milk, cow's milk, nutrients, etc. We're going to learn a lot, and let's get into it. So, I'm making this video because when I was in Cancun a few months ago, and it was a getaway wedding, it was amazing. Shout out to Josh and Paula, amazing fucking time. And when I was there, I had a relative. They asked me a question. So I have a big family, and as far as I know, I'm definitely the only one who is 100% plant-based. Many years now, going great. And one of my relatives asked me a question. They say, all right, well, what about milk? What about the nutrients that you're missing from no longer drinking cow's milk? Now, for me, at this point, I know that I don't have to drink cow's milk, but I understand that not everybody has taken the time to do the research and look into this and realize what you're getting in cow's milk, and then that you can always get all this stuff on a plant-based diet or plant-based sources. So let's just go in and explain. I quickly let them know that hey, you can drink plant-based milks or just like that real quick. But when you break it down for people, it sits in and it sinks in better so they can feel confident that you don't have to drink cow's milk, all right? Number one obvious reason that we're not baby cows, all right? We're humans now. The milk that we need to drink comes from our mother when we're a baby. After you're done drinking milk from your mom as a baby, as an infant, I don't know, if it's about a year or so, you don't have to drink milk ever fucking again. Now, here we go. So if I look up nutrients for milk, cow's milk specifically, let's see what we were getting from cow's milk, right? The nutrients, okay? And one of them is phosphorus. Okay, so let's just ask Google. And I recommend this to everybody. If you're like, somebody's having an argument or something, or a debate, or just questioning stuff, you're like, all right, well, you have to eat this animal product because you need to get this nutrient. All you need to do is ask Google. Everybody has a smartphone, right? Ask Google, how do I get nutrient whatever in a plant-based source? Or what plant-based sources can I get, this nutrient, right? So that's plain and simple. So let's just go ahead and start with phosphorus. Tell me plant-based sources of phosphorus.
According to Viva, the best plant sources of phosphorus include nuts, whole grains, pulses, seeds, corn on the cob, and parsnips.
Cool, that was pretty straightforward, right? So nuts and seeds, peanut butter. Now they have some more in here. We got whole grains, we got quinoa, spaghetti, we got that's wholemeal spaghetti, we got whole grain rice, oatmeal, rolled oats. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff there. It also has tofu here and tempeh. Excuse me. The next one here is calcium. Tell me plant-based sources of calcium.
Here's a summary from WebMD. Plant-based foods with calcium: figs, kale, soybeans, bok choy, broccoli, oranges, seeds, and wheat beans.
Nice. All right, so you got some vegetables there. You got some oranges. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. So, awesome calcium. Now we have vitamin A. All the stuff you're getting in when you drink cow's milk, but let's find them in plant-based sources. Vitamin A. Tell me plant-based sources of vitamin A.
Here's a summary from Tofu Bud. Popular plant-based sources of vitamin A: carrots, sweet potatoes, dried apricots, kale, cantaloupe, butternut squash, spinach, red peppers, and more.
All right, so there's definitely more. I'm not going to go through all of them, but kale came up again. Kale is very, very, very nutrient dense, so recommend it. When people are eating lettuce, I'm going to go and drift off into different shit all the time because I have so much fucking information here from years of research. I'm just going to throw out random stuff, and I'll try and keep the video short, but no promises there. So, yes, everybody's eating salads out here, which is regular fucking lettuce, and yeah, don't do that. You're basically eating like crunchy fucking air. Eat spinach. Eat kale if you like it. Pick one and two. I eat spinach, and I put kale in my smoothies. All right, because it is tougher and it's not as it's not that similar to regular lettuce. So I'll throw it in smoothies instead. All right. So next, vitamin D in cow's milk. Where can we get that? Oh, and I will say, vitamin D is fortified into the cow's milk, as in it doesn't necessarily have it. What's the word? Innately in cow's milk. So that's added in to the cow's milk. So there are some nutrients in foods that the food never really had it. That the government or the company decided, hey, let's put it into the food to give people another reason to buy it. I think I remember a story where, like in Canada, because there's a lot less sun, just northern parts of the world, right, where you're not getting as much sun, where they're literally decided like, hey, put vitamin D in milk because everybody drinks milk, and therefore they'll get the vitamin D that way and keep people healthy, right? All right, vitamin D. Here we go. Tell me plant-based sources of vitamin D.
Here's a summary from Healthline. Here are some of the best vegan sources of vitamin D: fortified soy milk, mushrooms, fortified cereals, fortified orange juice, fortified almond milk, fortified rice milk, and sunshine.
All right, so a lot of stuff is fortified, just like the cow's milk, same freaking thing. Mushrooms, you can find mushrooms that actually say they have vitamin D in it. Not all mushrooms do, but the easiest and best way to do it is they said sunshine. All right, so if it's a sunny day, I think it's only 15 minutes. I remember this doctor I was following. If you were wearing short sleeves, 15 minutes in the sun, you're good for the day, right? Or you can just get a vitamin D supplement, right? Or vitamin D vitamin. People think of supplement and it's weird. Anyway, vitamin D supplement is the same thing as taking vitamin D. Now, whatever, that's the wording is a little weird. So we also have riboflavin. There's only a couple left, so let's just try and go quickly. Tell me plant-based sources of riboflavin.
According to Viva, the best plant sources of riboflavin include yeast extract, nutritional yeast, quinoa, muesli, fortified vegan breakfast cereals, fortified soya milk, avocado, almonds, wild rice, mushrooms, and mange tau peas. Nutritional yeast is a food additive that can be used as a condiment.
All right, we got it. Thank you very much. Now, a lot of things in there. I think I heard quinoa again. Quinoa is very healthy, right? It's like a grain. People eat it instead of rice sometimes. So quinoa, very, very healthy. I recommend it. You heard fortified foods. You can do that too. And all right, vitamin B12. Now, here's a random thing, right? I'm going to go off topic here every now and then. Vitamin B12, people think you have to get that from animal products. You don't. A lot of the times, even the animals are given vitamin B12 to their food to get it into their bodies, and then we eat the animal. So it's not 100% like guaranteed that you're going to get vitamin B12 from eating animal products, because not all animals are given the B12 themselves. So that's almost like being fortified, all right? It's, the animal's like, oh, people eat meat for B12. Let's make sure we give the animal, the cow or the pig, B12. So then when we eat them, we get the B12. It's nuts. And vitamin B12 is not even a vitamin. It's actually, what's it called? The bacteria. And I can go into that forever. But anyway, we'll move on. We have potassium, so let's go on to that. These are all nutrients in cow's milk that we're just going to find how to get in other milks, right? Or sorry, in plant-based sources. Okay, and tell me plant-based sources of potassium.
Here's a summary from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, Harvard University: dried fruits, beans, lentils, potatoes, winter squash, spinach, broccoli, beet greens, avocado, bananas, and more.
All right, plenty of sources there, pretty obvious. All right, so beans are very good, very healthy, have a lot of nutrients. I recommend it. There's spinach, right? That's awesome. Avocados again, bananas, awesome. Those are all pretty easy. And last one is zinc here from this list. I know there's more, but I'm trying to make this video short and sweet. I don't think it's going to be that short, but here we go. Plant-based sources of zinc. Oh, I forgot to tell Google to say it to me. Okay, hold on. Tell me plant-based sources of zinc.
According to the Vegan Society, sources of zinc include beans, chickpeas, lentils, tofu, walnuts, cashew nuts, chia seeds, ground linseed, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, wholemeal bread, and quinoa.
Awesome.
Ensure that your daily diet.
Thanks. Okay, cool. So obviously there's a lot of different foods there to get this stuff. Now, if you're sitting there, you're like, oh crap, I gotta eat this food to get this nutrient, that food to get this nutrient, that food. So it's not that hard. Okay? All you have to do is eat a variety of fruits and vegetables and get enough calories and you're fine. But you do have to learn what foods are healthy. If you're gonna say, I'm gonna go on a plant-based diet, or I'm gonna go on a vegan diet. You have to kind of do a little bit of research. You can't just say, I'm just going to stop eating this. I'm just going to stop eating animal products. What are you going to eat instead? You got to find full meals that have enough calories and are giving you a variety of food. All right, so it's a variety of fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and it's like any other diet. Okay, you got to learn how to do it and you got to follow it. Okay, and after a while, it's easy. It's like they say, it's like riding a bike. Right, it starts a little whatever. It's hard. You're a kid, right? You fall a couple times. You eventually like, oh, it's easy. Riding a bike is like nothing. So think of it that way. And okay, so we talked about that. The other obvious, easiest way to do it is to just eat. It's just to try some plant-based milks. And I have a list here. So I recommend just find the one you like, try a bunch. So there's almond milk, coconut milk, hemp milk, oat milk, rice milk, soy milk. So personally, I drink soy milk because it's I guess the most similar consistency to regular milk or oat milk. Those are the two that I like the most. And soy milk, if you want a protein, you work out, you're very active, you're trying to lift weights, build muscle, or keep strength. Soy milk does have more similar protein, similar nutrient density to cow's milk. Another random fact is that people talk shit about soy milk. That's a whole other thing, and soy in general. We'll leave that for another day. But ironically, when they take the baby cows away from the mother cows, so humans can take the milk to sell it to other people, humans, what do they give the cows? They give them soy milk. Because, again, it's the most equivalent if you're not going to allow the baby cow to drink the cow's milk, what are you going to give them to try to get them to grow and get their nutrients? You give them soy milk. So it's just ironic, like the cows are drinking soy milk and you don't like soy milk and you eat the cow, like you're getting the soy stuff anyway. So not that soy milk is bad for you. Soy milk is great. I strongly recommend it. Now, we see here that there's nutrients in cow's milk that we could get, but should we really be drinking cow's milk to get these nutrients? Like, we're not baby cows, right? So let's look at some statistics here. People have a negative effect, like health effects, for drinking cow's milk, lactose intolerance. So the stats show that African American and Asian ethnicities see a 75% to 95% lactose intolerant rate. That's literally fucking everybody. Almost all Africans and just about all Asians are lactose intolerant, which means their body can't process it. And it's messing them up. They get like stomach pain, you get bloating, you get this and that. Oh, there's a funny thing here. This is from intermountainhealthcare.org. Okay? So some of the symptoms are pretty crazy. But wait, let's go back. Sorry, I'm bouncing around a little bit. Let's go back to, in terms of motorcycle went by. Northern European have a lower rate at only 18 to 26%. So that's pretty fortunate. That's pretty low, right? But if you combine everybody, I think it's like easily over half, like 60-ish% overall. But I know, don't quote me on that, but these are numbers I just got from this website. And that's a lot of people. So, the government, and they're like, they have their food pyramids and they're telling people to drink milk, and you got commercials saying, drink milk, and they had that whole got milk thing years ago and marketing. And we're over here, more than half the people can't even freaking digest that shit properly. So when somebody's asking me, what are you going to drink instead of milk to get nutrients? Well, we shouldn't even be drinking milk at all in the first place. That's the freaking problem. We shouldn't even be drinking milk in the first place. Okay? So let's just go to some of the symptoms here because it was pretty funny. So we have here's the symptoms. Okay, ready? So some people complain of minor symptoms like excessive amounts of gas, audible stomach churnings. Some people have major symptoms like painful cramps or, ready for this one? Explosive diarrhea. that sucks. So yeah, definitely don't be drinking milk if you're gonna drinking milk or whatever, because you can have cheese and this can mess you up that way too. So explosive diarrhea, I don't have that, but I think I know somebody who does. I'm not gonna name anybody. That's crazy. But it's not good. So again, there's plenty of foods and there's other plant-based milks that you can get all your nutrients from. So it's not a concern. It's not a concern. It's actually a good thing to drop cow's milk. Okay, you're not most likely, the majority of people watching this or just out there in the world shouldn't be drinking milk anyway. And as you heard from all the types of foods that you can get these other nutrients from, it was so many things. It was like, peanut butter and tofu and avocados and quinoa and kale and spinach. Like, eat a variety of fruits and vegetables and you're good. Bananas, it covers some of this stuff too. So, I guess that's it. Hope you learned something. 60 minutes isn't too long. And I'll be back with more videos. Hope you like it. Share this to people who are thinking about dropping cow's milk or, considering going plant-based, whatever. Share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Comment, and I'll make some more because I got a lot of information here. I can teach a lot of people stuff, and I like sharing. So I guess that's it. And thank you. Peace.